Come on, catch up, everybody. 53 months, my goodness. 6 months, Adam Wolf. Thank you, guys. How you doing? I thought I'd do an impromptu stream here. Couple of things we're going to do here. So you can see I'm trying to update a couple of things on Twitch here. And then we're going to have something new. Where's the camera? There it is. We're going to do something new with... Oh, you're also here, Mono. The gang's almost, most of the gang, some of the gang is here. Then we're going to do something new with Godot that I had an idea for, which is just going to be kind of an exploration type thing, right? Is what that's going to be. But what I'm currently trying to find to remember to do is where I set the things in chats, the commands, and I can't remember. So that's what I'm looking for. Somebody please point me to it because I can't remember. I turned a bunch off and I need to turn them back on again. Oh, is it viewer rewards? That's the image, but I also need to add a command. So hold on. Let's I'll find them. But if you remember where they are, shout out so I don't have to remember. It's not rewards, is it? It's your redeems. And also this should be going out on YouTube as well, right? Yeah, hype train, as in like he's doing something. Points display. Oh, here it is. Right. Okay, hang on. I'm not going to turn on the caveman coding because it's really hot in here today. But let's go ahead and... I'm not going to turn on the chat ban either right now because that's what I'm like. Right. Okay, that should be those, right? But I want to add a new command. I'm shouting as loud as I can, but you don't seem to be able to hear me in Texas. No, we don't listen to common sense in Texas. Have you noticed this? Yeah. Okay. Is it Stream Elements? I don't think it is, right? I can't remember. Oh, geez. I had to put on a jacket today. It's only 60. Wow, damn. Jeez. Okay, hang on. I want to add... Am I going to have to Google this? I'm going to have to Google it. How do I add a chat command to Twitch? Can't believe I can't remember. Select a bot, sign up for a certain... No. Okay, hang on. Is it over here? No. Chat commands. Really? Okay, I want to add a new one. Boo boo. Right. There we go. All right. Hang on. Let's try it. Yeah, Adam, it was... I think that was about what it was here for me as well, right? Okay, great. So let's edit this. Just so you know, MFO works as well. Arguably, you could say it's catchier, or you couldn't. I showed my Playdate game with splash screen to some friends yesterday, and they also called it Mofo. So they aren't friends anymore. See, you know, I admire your desire to really push this, but it's not working. But I am forcing myself to say Mufo now. Because it does actually make a lot more sense. But yeah, the problem is trying to get, like, you know, people to adopt it, right? Okay, so what are we doing here? Well, let me show you what I got. Not much so far. I wanted to experiment with this idea of slightly better intelligent, whatever you want to call it. Slightly better intelligent enemies, I guess, is a good universal one. Mufo. Yeah, Mufo. See? He's even got the cool characters, right? So, cracked open Godot. All I've got here is a 3D plane with this object to represent a player on it. Right now, if I tap the up key, nothing's going to happen. Actually, that's where I was at, right? So, all I've done is that, and I've mapped in up, down, left, right arrow keys to move the player. And what I wanted to explore is this idea that the, you know, whatever you want it to be, the enemy will move towards the player, right? The idea being is just how do they do that vampire survivor thing is the question. So we're just having some fun with it today, right? That looks nothing like a plane. That looks like a plane. Yeah. So that's what we're doing here, right? So I was just working the code, and then I thought, stream for the world. So that's what we're doing. And hopefully the audio levels and everything's okay. It's been a while since we did this. Let's get some background music going here. Hang on. Let's go over to here. Let's find some royalty-free thing. Violent Aggressor by White Bat Audio. Does that sound appropriate? Let's find out. Problem is I can't really hear it because it'll come through on the microphone because I don't have headphones plugged in. Hold on. I see, when I said impromptu, what I really meant was regular, not set up at all, right? Hang on. All right, there we go. How loud is the music? Is it too loud? Not loud enough? Can't hear it at all? Actually, you probably can't hear it at all, right? Hold on. Setting it up. I've been messing with a whole bunch of stuff, which probably didn't help. Oh. Well, you can probably hear it now. Okay, I just had it. Hang on. I just screwed it up, didn't I? There you go. But it's really quiet for me. Which is not terrible, but not the best either. Okay, there you go. Let me know if it's too loud, whatever. And I don't know why YouTube is still saying I'm working on that, because I'm not. Why is YouTube still showing? I don't know why it says I'm working on Project Hack, but I'm not. Okay. So that's what we got here. By the way, Adam got the awesomely cool plugin set up, so thank you. I don't know if you hear the sound on that, but anyway. Okay. Hold on. Let's bring the crappy English guy down. We'll bring the music up. There we go. Is that a better balance? Taylor is too... She's in the back room. I was like, shh, shh. Shut up, lady. Okay. So this is what we've got. So we get the current position of the player. And we're just going to mess around with this a bit. And this is going to be a prototype for potentially something. We'll see, right? So let's see if we can do this. You can keep up, by the way. I'm at level 1 over here. You'll see the fireworks at the end of it. It's hugely addictive, this plugin. Yeah, you want... Hey, I can take Travis. Yeah. Yeah. Look. Okay, so let's create a new vector 3. Right. We're just going to increment it by... we're just going to pick some numbers. We're just going to start... Again, we're just messing around here, right? Let's just take 1, right? And then... can we do this? Position equals... current location plus new. Surely that's not going to work. What did I miss? Opens, closes. What did I... Oh my god, look. Right? X, Y, Z. You see the fireworks? There's one right there. What am I missing? Let me know if the audio levels are balanced, because I really don't know. It says line 11. I feel like I'm really doing something stupid. Sounds fine? Awesome, thank you. Except for the accent, right? By the way, I want this plugin all over my system now. Somebody write that plugin for Xcode. Did I? You don't specify them, Peter. Okay. Right. Oh, it did move. Okay. Wow. By the way, pro tip here. Always create this. Right? So if you hit the escape key, it quits the game. Super useful when things go weird. Alright? Just a pro tip. That nobody asked for, but you got it anyway. So, yeah. Yeah, we can't all be Dick Van Dyke. Unfortunately, somebody has to be. It's just not right, I tell you. Okay, so let's just find some magic numbers here. Now, this is obviously not perfect, right? Because for starters, I keep putting the wrong numbers on. It should be there. Up should be this one, right? But here's the thing. Doing it this way, when I tap the key, all right, it's going down, but it works, right? But if I hold the key down, nothing. So, you know, that's not right. That actually should be minus, right? There we go, right? So let's finish this first, right? Shift tab, shift tab. Yeah, you know what? We can take that out of there too. Again, we're just prototyping here, so this is not going to be the most exciting code you've ever seen, but it's code nonetheless, right? And we can actually just take this now, right? So if I've set these up, right? So down. I think you see where this is going, right? Left, right, left, right, left, right. Okay, down, left. And I'm sure there's a better way, but again, I'm just prototyping an idea, right? Yay! Level 3! Don't win a prize though, right? Else if, well, actually we don't even need that. We can just do the else and we'll just return. All right. Oh, okay, I forgot. It's Gamina, how you doing? All packed up to hit the I-10 by the morning? Texas is such a great place. I thought there would be more guns and hats around though. You must have gone down the wrong street. How did you like the heat? %92% humidity with 45 Celsius. Yeah, okay. You got this. Yeah, hold my beer. I got this right. Oh, you know what? Sorry, hang on. Let's clean this up. Alright, that should work. Oh, we can only move in one direction. What did I screw up? Hold on. Up, down, left, right. Oh. There we go. All right, so, you know, this is not, we've got the movement, but it's not really processing it the way we want it. Well, it's not repeating it the way we want it to. And since there is no gravity, in case anyone wondered, I could just go anywhere, because it's just a plane, right? But that's a start. Now, not much of one. Okay. Let's now add an enemy. The plugin makes coding different, adds an action effect to it. I feel like I'm watching the Mission Impossible Godot protocol. I love, you know, we've got Adam to thank for this, and I'm now like, it works because you're like, I want to type code. However, it also means I can't use an external editor in Godot now. So, you know, that's the thing. Right. Okay, let's put the starting position of the player here, and we'll make the player just, we just want different things, right? So we're going to make the player a prism, I guess. But you know what? Hang on. Wait. Hold on a minute. Oh, there it is. Scroll down. Okay, let's put that down there. Scroll down, Peter. Scroll down. I'm like, where the hell did that go? All right. Okay. So what we're gonna do here, we want this prism. Why is it on its side? We want the prism to always be moving to the player, towards the player, wherever the player is, right? That's how that needs to work. That's what ultimately the question I had here was, how do I do that? Catching up on chat. How much do you pay the gnome to keep focusing you on the camera? Hey, yeah. See? Man, that gnome is expensive, I tell you. Prices have gone up. This is my Osmo Pocket 3 that I'm using as a webcam because why not? And it's got the tracking turned on. Yeah, but wait. If I do this, oh, it's good. Man. I heard it's his wife. It's punishment for her dropping her iPhone and needing a new screen. She has never broken the screen on the phone. So if it happens, Mono, I'm coming for you. Neighbor's camera back in the days when my sis went to the pool. Oh my god. Don't go there. Don't go there in chat. Trust me. Just don't do it. The mods will have you. Okay, why is it so... Oh, okay. Why is the shape so weird, right? Oh, I see what's happening. Hang on. Boom. There we go. That's why. That's more like it. Okay. Right, let's scale this around a bit. Yeah. Everything's a bit big now. Okay. That'll do. So yeah, 2.5 will be it. Okay, that's better. I just wanted something. I'm not going to focus on this too much with a bit of a better scale. Okay. All right. Drop your iPhone a week of using Windows Phone. I liked Windows Phone. Or be my gnome camera crew for one stream. Yeah, okay. To be fair, if I had the choice, I'd be the gnome camera. Yeah. They probably still exist. Hey, I know someone that still uses a Zoom. Still going strong. Which, again, I don't think was a bad device. But it's not as good, I don't think, as my my little device here, right? You've heard me mention this. I'll put a link into the chat if you're interested in it. Less than $200, and it's an Android thing that plays my games. They can do Android stuff, and it's an awesome music player as well. Yeah. Oh, Mono's got one. Why am I not surprised Mono's got one? Yeah. I just felt like, okay, I'm not going to get into it, but the Windows Phone had a really nice big interface for working when you were driving. No devices are Nokia. Yes, you're quite right. Old school Nokia. You could use it as a weapon if needed. Very true. Put inside an RPG. Guaranteed to pass a tank, but yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah. Yeah, and it does look like a classic cassette. Let me show you. Look, or it can, right? Hang on. Right? So, come on. There we go. Hold on. So there's sort of the Android-y look that I've got going on. But yeah, if you play music, hold on. Clearly you're not going to hear it, but right? It's great for the car. Let me just put it that way, right? Like if I go to car mode, Well, actually, let's just go to the cool one, right? So, hold on. It does have tape mode, where it looks like, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, I'm trying to get it, a tape deck, and it does move and everything when you play it. It's great. I love this device. It's fantastic. If you, like I say, if you're interested, I'll put a link in the chat, but it is Android. You can switch between Android or just the straight up music interface. Yeah. You had a Nokia brick phone. Oh man, yeah. 20 years. I think my first cell phone was a Motorola, the flip. Was it a Motorola? Yeah, the really old ones, you know, pull the aerial out and the little thing flips down. Yeah. Yeah, the 2280 could penetrate tank's armor from 3,000 clicks away and still receive a call. Yeah. Bugger off. I didn't know anyone that had the corded phone, but I know someone that, you know, a few photographers who had the earliest version of the huge ass brick phone with a regular, you know, the phone on top. Yeah. God knows how much it cost. Wouldn't even want to imagine. But yeah. Okay, so let's keep going here. So let's add a script to our player enemy here, right? Let's just start by adding a script on here somewhere. Attach script. We'll just call it enemy. I really, again, this is just a prototype, and so it's not classes or anything, right? Right, let's have it get its current vector 3. Actually, not even gonna put it there, right? So process. We actually really don't need any of this. Well, okay. Right. Yay, what am I, level 4? And this is nice, right? Unlike things like Unity, where you have to just go nuts with code, I can just say position, all right? And so just like here on the player one, right? Actually, you know what? Hang on. We may not even need to do this. I think there might be a built-in command for this. Hang on. I think there is one, right? Oh, wait. While I'm looking at the documentation, I should have probably done, maybe it's physics? Is that what I screwed up? Found a literal. That's literally wrong. No. Let's clean up as we. Okay, you know what? Hang on. Let's fix this first, since this is where we're at. All right. Shouldn't work. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Function signature doesn't match the parent. The parent signature is physics process float. Hmm? Okay, it's no different, but it's not worse. But I think I'm gonna need that. That's the one I should be using. Okay. You know what? Let's make the player move fluidly first, because it's gonna be the similar thing. Oh, the squared 90s Mercedes. Yes. Had to have a mafia car. I love it. That's, yeah, actually, yeah. All right. Okay, you know what? Let's set this up. Documentation here. We're gonna add. So export gives me a control in the interface in Godot to work with, right? So let's just call this movement speed, and we're just gonna call it. We'll just put 1, right, for what it matters right now. And it will be a type. Is it an integer? Okay. And then actually this doesn't need to be this. If I remember right. Thinking. Let's keep that. No. Oh, Command K. Okay. Now I'm just typing this to get the keystrokes to get to level 5. Move and slide, that's it. Okay. Hang on. Actually, wait, yeah, move and slide. Can't believe I forgot. If I just do that. Right? Okay, so this should be no different, except we're just using one value. Yep. And I got the up and down backwards, but we can fix it. Right. Okay, now. Move and slide. Where would I put that? do I do it here? It is move and slide like that, right? Is that because this extends Mesh 3D? I think it's got to be a character body. But that won't work. Yeah, because this is now... That is not a character body 3D. So let's change this. Character body 3D. I think it may have fallen through gravity. Purge 513, how you doing? Thank you. That is it. That plugin, yeah. Do you get a special move if you have a Control plus Alt plus Shift plus F? I think you just get broken fingers. Okay. Hold on. I now need to go back. This warning here has no shape, so it can't collide or interact with other objects. Consider adding a collision shape or collision pod. Yeah. Okay, I should have done this way. This is my own fault. And this will need... A shape must be provided for collision shape to function. Please create a shape. Yes, I know. You're not wrong. I've got to remember how to do that over here. Yeah, okay, hang on. It's coming back to me in a vaguely unfamiliar way. So... My player no longer has... My poor little player no longer has the mesh. We'll solve that in a second. Actually, let's solve it now, right? We'll just give him a mesh instance 3D. And we will also make that capsule. I think it's still going to fall through. Oh. Okay. It's not doing anything, but it's not falling through the earth. This is good. Maybe. Right? And the player is now... I'm not actually sure that should be set up like that, but... I think... Let's go back to this. Okay. Alright, so it's to do with what I've got going on here. Hold on, let's look at the documentation. Okay, I think this needs to change now. I think current location equals global position direction. Is it? Hold on, I'm not sure that's right. character body 3D. Okay, alright, I got it. Let's leave that as movement speed. And let me, you're probably like, what the hell is he looking at? I'm looking at this documentation. Let me try and badly fit, oh yeah, everything on the screen here. Isn't there a way to hide some of these windows? I think. No. I don't really want to close it. Alright, close it. I don't need it. There we go. Oh, I don't want to close that one though. Let's put that one down there. Right, there we go. Okay, let's rework this code. Let's copy what they're doing. Yeah, level 5. So vector 3.0 just creates a vector 3 with 0. I know. Okay. All right. So yeah. So direction. Right? Yeah, okay. This actually makes sense. Except that should be Z, right? And Z should be minus. And then up. And I'm not even sure that I've still got this right, but it should process on the physics process, I think, and be smooth. I think. Okay. Current lock not declared in the current scope. Yeah, let's get rid of that. This will now use move and slide, right? Instead of process, we're going to make all calculations. Virtual function is designed specifically for physics related code like moving. Okay. Yeah, we'll deal with this in a minute. Let's try it. Nothing, because I don't think I've got something hooked up. I may not need that anymore either. Let's make sure we're processing this though. Yeah, but it's only processing it on every click because it's the just pressed, right? Yeah, so we just need pressed. Okay, I'm actually understand. You know, when you read it, you're like, yeah, okay, that's a perfectly named thing. Okay, good, good. Right, we're doing that. That's there now. But what we don't have is movement because we are missing something. I've not added something in yet. Yeah, again, that's 2, right? So if direction is not equal to we normalize it. Yeah, okay. And so down here, we now got to tell it that velocity is going to equal movement speed. Does that sound right? Yeah, and that shouldn't be an int. I still got an int somewhere. Oh, I don't need that. Oh, okay. Oops. Target velocity not declared. I know. Because you should have done it. Well, actually, hang on. Did they must have declared it somewhere. Saves me typing it, right? Actually, we need it outside of the... Okay, well, they did put it there. Speed is not declared in the current scope. You're right, because it's actually movement speed. I've lost my window here. Hang on. Okay. All right, I've screwed it up, but it works. What did I get wrong here? If it's up, direction Z. Oh. Okay, there we go. So up, down is working. What did I get wrong here? Oh, yeah. I think I should have done that. I bet I got the wrong one. Nope. And then this one should not have been minus, right? No, right would be plus. Okay. There we go. All right, now. Woof! I can't believe I forgot all that. Okay, so that's that. Now that we've done that, let's go over to the enemy. And actually what I'm going to do... Okay, let's get rid of that print statement. Don't need that either. But I got a feeling I'm going to want all that. Before we go any further though, we need to go back and fix up our enemy, which also needs a collision shape. And now I wish I hadn't have hidden that panel. Thank you. This one we will make, actually let's make this a box. I'm gonna change this to a box. All right. We want a character body 3D, I think it was, right? Yeah. Okay. There's a shortcut for this and I can't remember what it is. Command A. Okay, our mesh is also going to be a box now. Actually, that's it. You're right. I haven't changed the script. You're quite right. I wonder. These should now dance in unison, right? Yeah, there you go. Not at all what we want, but... okay, let's figure out how to change it. So... I did see a thing again in documentation here somewhere, I'm sure of it. Let's get rid of this. Alright, so same thing. We actually want it to move twice as fast, because otherwise it'll never catch us, right? Alright, so... every time we need to also there it is. Gotta have that back. You just gotta have that back, right? Well, wait a minute. Okay, there we go. And instead of floating, oh, see, I screwed myself up now, haven't I? All right. Just put that. Oh my God. Hang on. All right. Oh, come on. No, no. You gotta be kidding. All right, just close it. I can't focus on that. All right. So each time check the player location. And we're gonna do that using probably what? The tree. Hold on. The tablet's about to fall over. All right. First node in group string name player. Right? Okay. That'll get us the player location. Okay, let's play safe here. If player location oh no. If not player location, get out of this. Don't even try. Right? Yeah. Okay. In the documentation here, let's take this one line. Let's take the magic. Hang on. So he's typing it, right? So the direction is going to be direction towards the player, right? So we've got the player, and now we've got the player's position. And actually, so we don't need any of this. So hold on. I don't think we need any of that either, do we? Don't we just say think we still need this. So the velocity is going to equal the direction it's going to go, multiplied by how quickly it's going to get there, right? Velocity redefined original in native class. Oh. Okay. Maybe I don't need that. Actually, looking at the documentation, yeah. All right. Okay, so it's not moving. Not moving. Let's check this. Okay, it's not got the player. All right. So we go to the tree. We're going to get the first node. Cool player. No? Oh! Hold on. We don't need to get that every time, for starters. Right? So when this is ready, let's just set that up. Okay. Still not finding it. We can actually just call that player. I feel like I'm missing the obvious here. Documentation. Actually, you could just do that, right? But then that hard reference is here, and that's not cool. What's the problem? Okay, hang on. First node in. That's not what I want. Get. I don't think that's... I got my doubts. Yeah, still not finding it. Okay, hang on. Documentation. Oh, okay. Find child, it seems to think. Actually, do I even need to do that? Does that work? No. Not doing good here, are we? I feel like I'm doing the right thing. Which is probably why I'm not doing the right thing. Oh, okay. We gotta walk into it a bit. Go to the root. No! Peter! Oh, wait, since it's you, I can do this. Apparently. Bet it's not gonna work. Eh. Why does it hate me so? What am I doing wrong? What about, is it because, no. I mean, it's just, okay, this is not cool, but let's see if it works. See, that does work. Our code actually works, right? Hang on. Look, see, it's moving towards me, and I can run away from it. So, the damn code works, but I don't like the way I'm doing that reference. But we've nailed what we wanted. Okay. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. It's a get tree, right? Find Well, I don't know why. I don't know why, but if I add a new group called player, right? Oops. And then how do I add that? It worked, but I don't understand why. Is everything just in that group? Yeah. I don't know why that works. I'll have to learn about that and understand it. But our code works. Right. I can run away from it. Alright. Okay. Hold on. In theory, right, let's just move him over there somewhere. Make another one. It just proves that this works. Should have 3. Yeah. Dang if it doesn't work. Look at that. And yes, okay, good. Quite arguably the easiest, most basic vampire survivors you're ever gonna see. Okay. Let's think here. Let's add some basic texturing here. Because, my goodness, that's a bright light, isn't it? Bright light! Bright light! Okay. Lost my windows. Ooh, hydrate. Like it. The King Troop. Thank you. Thank you for going into lug mode. Yes. I do need some drink. Hold on. I'm going to go grab that and I will be right back. Thank you very much. Hydrate. Yeah, actually, Adam, I could really go for a cup of coffee right now or a cup of tea. I mean, surely a cup of tea is the way to celebrate this, right? Okay, hold on. Let's take this up a notch. Oh. Okay, let's go. This is now, is the ground a mesh? Yes, it is a mesh, right. So, can I not? If I just do like a standard. Bright light. Bright light. Bright light. Way too bright. Okay. That's better. Do you have a fancy new face following camera now? Yeah. Sorry, was you not... Did it lose me? It lost me. Right? There we go. Yeah. CD is strategizing. Nada is a witch. Who will you be? Oh, sorry. CD. I'm strategizing. Nada is a witch. Who will you be? I'm a merc. He's talking about Path of Exile 2. I'm a merc, and I'm ranged, and I'm going for a frost. It's a frost slash grenade build, is what it is. So it's really good with crowds. The monk would be a good one because you would be getting in close enough to do melee damage on the boss. Yes, that's a good plan. Permafrost. Yeah, build. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's... In case folks are wondering, we're going to have a group stream at the weekend playing Path of Exile 2. Yeah. 62. Nice. Is that Act 4 on the first playthrough or the second? Or hard mode, whatever they call it. Okay. First playthrough. Alright. Yeah, once you... spoiler alert, once you complete the story the first time, you have to do it again on hard mode to get to the end game. Good news is, you don't lose anything. So it's a lot easier the second time through, except that the boss fights have slightly different mechanics. Things are generally harder, but it's not a big deal because of your levels. But the bosses do have, at least when I did the complete run through to end game the first time, which was way back, the bosses had different mechanics the second time through. But of course you sort of knew how to do a lot of it by then. Plus with at least 3 of us, it shouldn't take long, buddy, is what I'm thinking. And the end game is what you really want to do as a group. That's when the major fun times begin. Yeah. Okay, that should be more pleasing. All right, yeah. Okay. Let's take it up a notch. Let's make the camera follow the player, right? Cool. I think they've honestly, I feel like they've made it a lot easier to level than it was when it first came out and I played it, because it wasn't hard. The game was a lot harder and leveling was a lot slower. Yeah. Okay, let's look at camera documentation. Oh yeah. No, this new player that I started, stupidly easy compared to first playing it, now that they've done a lot of balancing. And yes, that makes more people want to play it, but I feel like it also, making the game easier, it makes it less rewarding. Like the fights, even just mobs, right, out in the world was like, whew, I made it through. Now it's like, whatever, just stand there and take the damage, you know. Yeah, weapon swap, yeah. So like as the merc, I freeze, I think I mentioned this, I freeze them, switch over to fire a shot, boom, they're gone. Simple as that, yeah. Yep, exactly. And I'm playing it with the controller. I used to play it with a keyboard. I'm actually finding it a lot better with the controller. If you haven't tried, well, you probably don't want to. But I'm finding it better with the controller. All right, let's take a look at the camera here. Oh, there's a super easy way we can do this, apparently. Hang on. If I just make the camera a child of the player, well, shoot, that was easy. Yeah, problem solved. No script needed. All right. Yeah, okay. We should be able to run off the edge. Well, actually, I mean, we're not going to disappear into... I don't think we're going to disappear into nothingness, but let's check. Yeah, because we don't have any physics set up on the ground here. All right. Okay, so what that should mean, I should be able to take my camera here, right? If I want to make it more of a top-down, maybe not that much of a top-down. Right, don't want it exactly over it, but if we do that, just try and get something like that. There you go. Okay, cool. Very, very happy with this little messing around prototype. Okay. So let's do this. Let's add essentially, right, the HUD. I'll just add a label here. Let's just say health. Right. Or just move it in a bit here. Should see health. Yep. And then what we're going to do is we'll set it up so that, you know, you start with 10 health. Every time one hits you, we'll have it despawn, respawn somewhere else, and you lose health. I think you see where that's going, right? May not get it all done in this stream. We'll see. Sorry, catching at one. Left click freeze, right click. See, when someone says, "Oh, interesting," now they're doing it because we all want to know. Okay, what's interesting, right? He's probably writing like a 50 page long paragraph or something. Let's make this a bit more visible. So we'll put some overrides in here. Oh, did I play on controller? Yeah, I didn't think I'd be into it playing on a controller. Now I just go to the controller every time. I'll tell you why. Because I'm finding it a lot more natural to move the player with the left stick and then set the direction the player's looking with the right stick. So it makes it a lot easier to do kiting and stuff. Whereas if you do it with a combination of the keyboard and the mouse, you gotta, I don't know, it's just more coordination. It doesn't feel as natural as like when you're playing, like, you know, if you play a lot of FPS or third person where you're used to that kind of movement. Yeah. Okay, you know what? Yeah, I just find that the controller works really well. You can access everything, and it actually gives you, you can bring up like a dial menu for some things. So you actually navigate the interface a lot quicker, I think. All right, let's make this font bigger. All right. 30. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's create a game script, right? Or let's just call it level. You know what? No, that's wrong. Because this is all to do with the player. It should be on the player. All right, so we're going to start with 10, arbitrary number. All right, you know what? Let's start with 100. We're doing it in percentage, right? And then we're going to use signals, I think, for this because we don't want to tie our HUD to, you know, we don't want to have these things tied together, right? That would be bad. So we'll call this, I usually do LBL to just tell me it's a label, right? And then let's just duplicate that. And then I'll do something like, say, val health. And I know that's the value one that's going to change, right? So let's just start with 100 so we can line it up here. All right. And then actually I'm just going to set it to nothing. Now that we've got that lined up. Now I've got to test my memory. Okay, so the player is going to send a signal, but before we do that, let's make that the movement code because we want to check the collision here. So if, oh, I gotta look at the documentation. I don't remember. Okay, so did we add, we don't have any areas on here yet, so let's add an area 3D. And that's going to need a shape, right? Yeah. Okay. So we're going to add a collision shape 3D, which again, make life super simple. Capsule, right? But let's make the capsule slightly bigger. So oh no, how odd that it doesn't like. Okay, that might cause a problem later on with the ground though. But it really doesn't like me doing that. Oh, you know what we can do? That's fine. You know what? We'll just do this. We'll just move it up. Right? So we'll universally scale it where it seems to be happy. All right, I'll just do that. Okay, so the player's now got a collision. And then we also need to have... hold on. But I wonder... I may have just complicated things. Okay, no. I was worried that the player was going to fall straight through the ground, but nope. And let's just... We're going to go back because eventually these just need to be all instances of a class or something like that. So let's go here. Let's add a collision. By the way, just use the F, select something, hit the F, and it'll focus on it, which I think is the same as Blender. Oh, I'm sorry, I did this wrong. An area 3D. We'll make this one again a cube. And then again, we're just going to make it slightly bigger. Let's just do 1.1. All right. And then again, we'll just move it up. There we go. Okay, good. Okay, so we've got our collision shapes in place. Now, that's interesting. What did I do? Oh, because of the camera. Yeah. I was like, why is that weird? Why is that weird? Okay, let's go back to our script. So now to go look at this. Teleportation. Nicholas Codes, how are you doing, buddy? How are you? Long time no see. Well, I haven't streamed in a long time. Seen you on the Discord, but folks, just as a reminder here, we do have a Discord if you want to come and hang out on our Dev Club Discord. How are you, buddy? Ooh, and also, because I'm terrible at mentioning this, go play my new game, my new Godot game, Mufu. It's out there now on the web. You're hating the Play... Uh-oh, did somebody get rejected from the Play Store? Did you get a rejection? Yeah, I think actually Mono reserves the right to be the one that hates the Play Store. Yeah, tell us what's up. We'll fix it for you. Can't even figure out how it released to testers. Okay. So you've got... Yeah, Play Store Therapy is now open and in session, folks. I'm actually going to let Mono take this one while I'm coding here, but I'm assuming you've got a test track or something, right? And basically you have your test track. You need to set up a testing group, list, whatever. I've done it via groups with individual invites, but you don't have to. Yeah, internal testing, closed testing, open testing. And with this, I hand it over to Mono. Yeah, which one would you like? He's got all of them. He's got everything. I can show you how I do it, if that helps. If Mono doesn't make any sense, I'll show you how I did it with some of mine. Okay, 4 testers via email. That's a good start, yeah. So they're on a list somewhere, right? They're on closed testing. Okay, and in closed testing, you've got your release. And have these people signed up and accepted the invite? Wait a minute, I said I'd let Mono do this. I'm going to shut up. And then I'll jump in. I can't resist, though. I've got to go look. What's he saying? Remember, he writes long paragraphs, Nicholas, so put your reading glasses on. Yeah. Actually, okay, so I think on the player area 3D, I think we need a script, right? Folks, in case you don't know, we're talking about the Play Store and that because I'm a mobile developer, software engineer, whatever, by day. And so I normally, like my pro side is mobile apps in Android and iOS. So feel free to ask questions. I'm going to break all of these out in simple scripts because I think it'll help. I might, if folks are interested, I might publish this to a repo or something as an example if folks are interested. Let me know in the chat. The old will overrule the new via link email. Were they by any chance using a release version and now they're using a beta version? Oh, Mono's got this. All right, I got it. I'll let him go with it and I'll catch up in a minute. Oops, I keep doing this. All right, body entered. Connect. Some function name. We'll just call it that. Okay, so we're going to hook in this function. And it's going to be a node 3D that comes in, right? Oh, we don't want to return. Okay, if body dot is in a group, is that right? I can do this with groups. If there, see my mistake, is in group. Let's just call it enemies, right? Let's add one over here. Can't spell it right. Okay. Oh, I get it. I get it now. Okay, hang on. I understand how that works. Okay. But I actually don't want this here, I don't think. Actually, am I checking that the player, really it should be the enemy has collided with something as opposed to the player has collided with. I think that sounds more plausible. Hang on. Let's rename this. And then on this one, let's remove the script. Let's go to the enemy. Area 3D and add the script there. Okay. All right. Okay, so if this is the for player, right? Let's just do this. Point. Oh, done it again. Yeah. I know. I know. Okay, let's see what happens. All right, let's just get real close here. Boom, it hit the player. Great, excellent. Crowd goes wild. Let's see how they're doing on their discussion here. Oh, you know what? That publishing overview has caught me out so many times. And it's like, I didn't send it to review and then I didn't publish it. Yeah. Does that happen to you, Mono? Actually, not to Mono. Mono's a professional. But I still have to remind myself to go to the publishing overview. Okay, so we're going to want to transmit a signal here, right? I only ever use managed publishing. Mono, I do the same thing. I think I mentioned it before. I do the same thing. I want absolute control of when stuff goes out the door. Because I don't want it going out the door on a Friday afternoon and having a million unhappy customers Monday morning. Okay. So we're going to use signals. Now, if you don't know what signals are, it's basically a way of... The simple way to explain it is you don't want a hard link between things, right? Because you might move stuff around on trees, instantiate, remove, whatever, all that kind of stuff. So if you use signals, signals is kind of transmitting that says, hey, I'm transmitting this signal called whatever. Hit player, let's just call it that, right? And then somewhere else in the game, on the tree, wherever it may be, you can have a whole bunch of things. It's kind of like the subscription model, right? That are listening for this and they say, hey, I got a thing that I can do when I see that signal has been transmitted, broadcast, and let me now go ahead and do that. And they are decoupled, right? Does that make sense? It's pretty nice, and it's also right over here. You can see there's a whole bunch of built-in ones, right? It's pretty cool. Right, so I'm gonna make my own one here. Signal. I can never remember the syntax. Player hit. Right. Actually, let's just do it this way. Player hit, and we're gonna send the data is a string. And so that's, we've got this set up now, right? We've got this thing. And so what we can do here is when we hit the player, right, we can now say player underscore hit. And we're going to emit this, right? So what does that mean? Well, it's basically send it, broadcast it, right? So we can put a string in here, player got whacked, right? Just because that's the argument I've put in here. The important part is this, right? We create a custom signal. We are now emitting it over here, right? And so now let's go over to our player, right? So our player has 100 health, right? Right now. When the player gets hit, we want to lower that health, and we'll just debug it out to the screen right now, okay? So let's create a new function here. Let's give this, make sure I'm getting this right. Oh, yeah, okay, sorry. Before I do that, because normally this would be here, but I deleted it, right? There's normally a function, right? Ready, everything's good to go. So in here, we want to hook up, essentially, we want to hook in to that other node that has the signal, right? So to do that, what we're going to do is we're going to say var let's create a variable up here, right? We've only got one enemy right now, so var enemy, and we're going to say enemy, and we need to get that node, right? So you may remember this, we did this somewhere, get tree, right, and so on. So let me find, right, see this here? We're going to do the reverse. So we created a variable. Hopefully we should have the name here. Enemy. We could check it like we're doing here, right? Actually, let's do that. Well, yeah, let's do that. If not enemy, right, we didn't find it. Okay. Enemy node not found. We did not want to see that. Enemy. It is enemy, right? Oh. Enemies is the group. Because there will be more than one. My bad. There we go. Didn't see the message, which means it found it. Okay. Great. Now that we've got that, how are we doing in chat? How's everyone doing? You guys figuring this out? You figuring out his problem? Nicholas, is he helping you out or is he making it worse? Needs more screen shake. I'm really addicted to this plugin, Adam. I love you and curse you for telling me about this plugin. I can't. It's like, I just want to type everything manually now. I just need the points. and I just want to hear the sound and just life be great. Come on, own up, Adam. You know you want this plugin in Xcode, right? We all do, right? Yeah, Claude Code. Oh yeah. Well, what's an Xcode? Yeah, I just want it on everything in this machine. Everything. Everything I type. Okay, let's keep going here. How you doing, chat? Everybody hanging out okay? Okay, so we've got this set up here, right? And hold on, let me catch up with here. We can push you a mechanical one. Shake your whole desk. Oh my god, wouldn't that be great? No, it would be terrible. What? I'll have one for my standing desk that sends electric... How about this? Do the one for my standing desk that sends electric voltage through the floor to my feet when I'm not typing code every minute. How about that? It reminds me of a thing in a film with James Woods. Do you remember he was trying to commit? He was trying to quit smoking, and they put his wife. You know what? I'm not going to get into it in Twitch. It was a good film. The CD shock collar. Yeah, yeah. And I know full well none of you would abuse it. Anyway, Mono, focus on helping Nicholas. Yeah. Okay, so we've got that set up. So we've got the node. Let's now connect to it. So enemy. And we should have... What did I say it was called? Player underscore hit. I may have that set up wrong. Sorry, enemy player connect to a function here, which will be player hit. Let's just say that, right? And let's just put this here. I gotta stop doing that. And then let's just print player hit. Player has been hit. Make it real obvious. Invalid access to property or key player underscore hit on a base object of type area 3D. What did I do wrong? Oh, should this be... Oh, you know what? I got a feeling that should be on the node. But that's not going to work. It's okay though. You know what? I think I just need to get to the... I gotta get to the node, right? I gotta get the area 3D here. CD, no, I didn't read your novel because I just assumed that you were being helpful. I do read them when I want to go to sleep. When I go to bed, I'm like, let's catch up on Mono's chat. You're agreeing with me? Now I'm definitely going to go back and read it. Yeah. This is a momentous occasion. I feel like this is a special day. Okay, let's get back to it. So, hold on. I've messed something up here. Actually, that's probably wrong too. Oh, that is so not the way to do this. Right. That's terrible. Is it going to accept it? I hope not. No, good. Okay. Gosh. This is terrible. I hope everyone out there is screaming like, that should be ban him from coding. Right? I don't like this. You know what? I'm gonna go back to... I don't think that we need to do this like this. Alright, let's just... go back, go back! Okay. Let's put this one back on there. Alright, I feel better about that. Okay. Let's go over to the player. Chat room. I see the chat room going past. It's nice to hear that I'm the last thing you think about before you sleep. Bro hug. Yeah, bro hug. I don't know what that looks like. Bro hug. Alright. Let us know how it works out, Nicholas. If it doesn't work for you, let us know and we'll give it another shot. Yeah. It's crazy to think that the large amounts of shit we throw at each other and he still cares. Yeah, that's true, right? Actually, the amount of shit that we throw at each other on my streams here is nothing compared to the amount that we throw on Frozair, who I don't think has streamed in a little bit. I'm hoping that he is super busy with work. Okay, I should still have the original problem here, right? Oh, wait, I don't have a problem. Okay. Oh, because I took the code out. He posted something on Discord that he's out for a bit plus work. Okay, good. As long as he's okay. I always worry when I don't see one of our awesome streamers for a while. And folks, if you don't know who I'm talking about, oh, I can't do a shout out, can I? Yeah. Mono, could you put it in the chat for me, please? You folks, you should follow Frozair. We have a lot of fun hanging out on his streams. Can I do a shout out to someone, even if they're not? Yeah, of course I can, right? Maybe? Thank you. Yes, there's the link. Yeah. You should definitely follow him. He mostly does Android, but he's doing game dev and that as well. I love playing his game, actually. Yeah. Does it? I guess I'm so rusty at streaming. Yeah, of course it should work, even though he's not online. Yeah, thank you, Mono. Yeah. See, we are nice to each other as well. Yeah, occasionally. All right. Hang on, let's go back to the documentation here. Okay, so let's go back to this. So let's hook this up. Let's call this enemy node. Is that gonna work? It should work, right? Oh. I can't spell. And I'm gonna make up my function name, which is player hit, right? Which is, and it will be the string. For now, that's fine, right? And we'll just have it print. For now, we'll just print what the incoming data. Right? Okay. Invalid access to property or key player underscore hit on a base object of type null instance. Yeah, you're not wrong, because I did not check this. If not enemy node, no enemy node attached to player collision detection. See if that triggers, which I suspect it might. Oh, we didn't even get there. But we did. Okay. All right. Let's do what we did before. Get tree. Get first node in group enemies. Invalid access to property. Same thing. But it did find it this time, right? Look, enemy node. So actually, enemy node. No, you thought you were right, but you were wrong. Oh, no why? I think it should be this. Get node. Clutching at straws. Invalid access to property or key area 3D. Okay. At least we just didn't get there. Get node. Ah, I did it too quickly. The path. Now. Okay, let's just temporarily try that. Oh, it's going to be horrible. That is not how you should do this. Don't pay attention to that. Forget node function argument should be node path. Well, actually, you know, oh, I hate to do this. That's just wrong. That's wrong, but let's solve it. Area 3D on a base of an object. Okay. Oh, Peter. Okay. So we should see the string. Which we do. Okay. That's horrible. We'll fix it, but let's keep going. So, look, we got here, right? We sent the signal. We got the signal. Okay. Now that we've got the signal, let's just do this. Okay. Before we do anything, we will print player health, right? Which will be 100. Then it will be if I do that. And then let's just do right, and then print well. Right, we should take 10 damage. It might actually trigger twice. Okay, that's my fault. No, that's not it. That's gonna be a string. I can't remember. Is there a convert? Oh, okay. There is, but it's not called what I thought it was called. There you go. We got 100 damage, then we got hit, and life didn't go great. Look at those errors piling in there. Whoa, yeah. Fantastic. All right, I will be right back. I'm back. Find me. Come on, find me, camera. There you go. Alright, good. So this is all working. Now, that said, you know, it's all well and great having it there, but we've got this problem to fix. And we're going to hook in the UI as well, right? So let's just start by cleaning that up. And then let's also clean up this over here. Damage per hit. And we're just going to say 10, right? Ooh, 10, not 20. And then that way, damage per Peter. Okay. And then that way we can set it in the interface, right? So. Okay. And then what we can do, we'll leave this for now. We go over to our HUD. All right, we're going to add script here. And we'll just call it HUD. Right. And we'll just set this up. All right, it's going to be that node. Actually, let's change this to health display. Okay, so we've got that there. And then what we're going to do now is say, all right, we actually want to go back. So you know how we set up here our signal, right? This one here. Gonna want to do a similar thing. So we actually shouldn't have that in there, to be fair. It actually should be there, because that's what's generating all this nastiness down here. So before we go any further, let's clean this up. Physics process signal player hit is already connected. Yeah, actually, I don't know why I put that in there either. That should actually. Oh, I don't know why I put that there. That should really all be in there. We only want it to happen once. Actually, if we only do it once. There we go. Everything should still work. Yep. Okay. Going to take all of that. Let's go back over to the HUD here. Oh, that is okay. We are definitely. That's just shockingly bad, but I'll fix it eventually. Okay, so we now have this. Oh, wait a minute. No, Peter. Put that there. Okay. All right, so now what we can do now is we'll say on. I'm not even going to change the name. I know, isn't that terrible? We're going to say health display. Let's just put anything in there for a second. Hello. Let's just make sure it updates that. Let's do that the right way. Right? Okay, it didn't. Are we even here? Let's do the classic here, all right? No. If not enemy, oops. Okay. Okay, so I think that's all. Okay. Oh, did I miss? Nope. I don't think it matters that I didn't put that in there, but just in case. All right. Something didn't get connected. Well, that got connected. Actually, that needs to be moved for starters, but... A control should receive a signal. Not sure what I've got wrong. May have to leave this here and come back. It's late. I definitely got to get to bed. It's nearly 1 a.m. I got to go to the office tomorrow. All right, folks, we're going to leave this here, but we have made a hell of a lot of progress. This is good. This is a good little fun playing around prototyping session for some things. Going to be doing lots more of this. Sorry to circle back. Is all of Nicholas Code's play stuff issue resolved, or did we miss something? Yeah, Nicholas, if you're still there, buddy, let us know. Did we... Never be afraid to circle back. It's all fixed. Well done, Mono. Well, well done me and Mono, since Mono just basically agreed with me. Yeah. Excellent. Well done, Nicholas. Well done, Mono. Thank you, buddy. All right. Have a great one, everybody. I may do another one of these impromptu pop-up streams this week. We'll see. It's been a lot of fun just playing around with this to explore how this works. Go check out Compile Lindsay to the rescue. Compili. Comipul. He's so close, right? Yeah. Check out my game. Doesn't cost you anything. Give it a go. Give it some love. Give it some feedback. Love some feedback. It's my new Godot game I've just released. So yeah, it's if people, I'm hoping it's been positive so far, and I'm hoping that I see players so that I'm like, okay, I should keep going and expand this, and I can only make that happen with your help. So thank you. That's it, folks. Yeah. Oh, is Notify streaming? Oh, sweet. Okay. If he's, we're gonna. Yeah. Hey, Adam Wolf, everybody, you're welcome every time. Let's go raid Notify. I didn't know he was streaming. Thank you. Spoiler alert. Did I spell it wrong? No, I did get it right. You spelled it wrong. You spelled it wrong. Oh no, you spelled it wrong. Shame on you. Hey, let's go raid our friend Notify here. You foom. It says he's offline. But he's not offline. Right? Yeah, that's weird. Okay, hang on. Let me fix this. Oh, he's playing Tunic. Here we go. See you all again soon. Thank you, everybody.